Hi there, my name is Nyambura, and 3 years ago, I moved halfway across the world. And like most people who moved abroad, I genuinely thought I was going to find myself. And in some ways, I did. For the first time in my life, I got to step outside the environment that shaped me, outside family, expectations, and all the things I thought made me who I was. But somewhere along the way, I also lost myself, which is something most people don't talk about, because while moving abroad gave me some sense of freedom, it also introduced me to a new set of questions. Questions about belonging, identity, questions about who I was when nobody around me knew the version of me that existed back home. And for a while, I responded to those questions the only way I knew how, by thinking about them constantly. And my therapist, Hi Mwende, once pointed out that I spent a lot of time trying to figure out the how. How do I become the person I want to be? How do I build the life I want? How do I know if I'm making the right decision? And apparently, if you spend enough time thinking about how to live your life, you eventually forget how to live it, which is kind of unfortunate because I'm very good at thinking. So this year, I decided to try something different. Instead of trying to think my way into a new identity, I would move my way into one. And by movement, I mean that literally. Running, walking, yoga, the gym, going on trams and going to places, doing things before I feel ready, collecting evidence instead of waiting for certainty. Anyway, this is Nyambura in Motion, a collection of experiments, observations, a possible identity crisis, tram rides, questionable decisions, and an attempt at participating in my own life. So yeah, let's see what happens. I hope you stick along for the ride.
Really good. Ooh, salty, and it's gonna keep me full throughout the day.
I forgot to put some egg wash on it, but excuse how nasty the thing is looking, but they're looking really nice. And I have the sausages, which ones did I get? I got the red hot chorizo, paprika, and chipotle. Just put 2 of those. Extra hot. Cook it for 10 minutes. I think I like that. So instead of just going to 7-Eleven and getting a hot dog, you can make it yourself. That's the message. Is it the message? Or maybe it's fun to make it yourself. I don't know. I just really wanted to make some buns, so I made some buns.
You did.
Good morning. It's currently 5:37 a.m. and we are on our 5-minute warm-up walk before we do 6 minutes of running, a minute of walking, alternating until we get to 4.5 kilometers in this post-injury recovery run. It's week 2, the second run of week 2, so kind of excited about that. I am definitely seeing some progress. No physical pain that I can, that hinders me from completing the run so far, and we love that for me. But it kind of rained last night, so it's looking very gray. It's looking very, it's wet on the ground and everything, but I'm happy to be outside. I do enjoy finishing my workouts earlier in the day so that, I can just focus on other things. Like if I leave my workout for after work, it doesn't always pan out because either I'm too tired or I always come up with an excuse. So I like starting the day with achieving the big thing. And for me at the moment, the big thing is getting my workout in. So that's what we're gonna do. I hope you're having a great day. I am definitely gonna make mine great. I'm gonna, be that active participant in making my day great. And let's run.
You've been struck by a smooth ole buruku. Oloshi wan carry my money wrong. Motherfucker no see a kiro. I dey tell you small, they hear what. I dey monitor you for my mirror. You see my money, I go use bandits. When they consume money, I dey lose my feel. So let me see you anywhere for this country. Wala you go see something. Oh my millions. For the money, don't talk a million.
I'm attempting my first ever bike ride by myself on a bike. It's bigger than me, but it's 5 a.m., maybe 5:10 now, and confidence is key. So nice. I'm trying to take it as slow as possible. This week has reminded me of something I've been trying to learn lately, that movement doesn't always have to be dramatic to matter. I think because we're surrounded by before and after photos and all the transformation stories, it's easy to believe that progress should be obvious, should be visible and somehow measurable. But most of the change I'm interested in these days is a lot quieter than that. Going to the gym when I'd rather stay at home. taking a walk instead of staying inside with my thoughts, choosing curiosity over certainty, paying attention, listening. I've also been realizing how much our bodies are constantly trying to communicate with us. That stiff neck, the hip that always complains during a certain movement, and the strange ache that shows up every time we ignore it. The signs are usually there long before the injury, long before that burnout, long before something forces us to pay attention. And I'm learning that honoring my body isn't just about moving it, it's also about listening to it, resting when it needs rest, pushing when it needs a challenge, being patient when progress is slower than I'd like, which, if I'm being honest, is most of the time, because I still want everything immediately. I want certainty, I want to know where all this is going, but maybe the point is just showing up again and again and trusting that small things compound. A decision to try again tomorrow compounds, and eventually you look back and realize those tiny moments were building something all along.
Welcome to Trollhättan.
So, if there's one thing I hope you take away from this video, it's simply this. Move if you can, not because you need to earn your food, not because you need to change how you look, not because you're trying to become somebody else. Move because it's one of the ways we get to participate in being alive, and what a privilege that is. To walk, to stretch, to dance, to run, to breathe deeply, to carry ourselves throughout this world, even on the days when it feels difficult, the days when all you can manage is a short walk hapo kwa kona. Little still counts, small still matters, and wherever you are right now, I hope you're being patient with yourself, because most things worth building take longer than you think. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.
Mimi sina mengine mengi jameni, unless mtaninulia lunch sijui.